right. Okay. So today we're going to continue chapter 2 and last class. And at the end of the last class, what did we do? At the end of last class, you guys remember what did we do at the end of last class? Huh? Yeah, I pair you with another student. Okay, and then what did I want you guys to do? One person is Colin, the other person is Tom. Okay, and I want you guys to trade. Okay, if you're Colin, how many fish do you have? 9.
8 coconuts.
I don't even remember. Let me do this. Okay.
9 fish and 1 coconut.
I think it's 9 fish, one coconut, right? Okay. So if you're Colin, okay. So this is Colin's PPF. This is a coconut. This is fish. And you have 9 fish and 1 coconut. So you add right this here, right this point. Okay, if you're Colin. So right now that's what you have. So you want to trade fish for some coconuts. And Tom, what's the number here? 8? It's 8? This is 4, this is 8. And where is Tom?
0.
How many coconuts Tom has?
8.
8 coconuts. How many fish?
0.
0. Okay. So you're Tom, you're right here. Okay, if you're Colin and you're right here. Okay. So now you're going to engage in the trading. Okay, what is your goal if you are Colin? You're Colin, right? What's your goal?
The same as Tom.
Okay, just think about in the world we trade all the time. One country trade with another country. So what's your goal after trading? What do you want to reach after trading?
You want to have more than your PPF.
Yeah, you want to be better off. You want to reach a point where you cannot do it yourself, right? What is PPF? PPF is represent your productivity, your capacity, your ability. So you want to reach a point that beyond your capacity after trading. Okay, so right now you at right point that 9-1. So after trading, you want to go beyond PPF. If you stay on PPF, then what's the point of trading? You can do that by yourself, right? And if you go lower, actually you're worse off. So you don't want to do that. In Tom, the same thing. Tom right at under PPF. So you after trading, Tom wants to reach a point beyond the PPF. So is everybody clear on that? Everybody was here last class, right? You were not. So you were not assigned. You were not here last class?
My partner not here today.
Okay, your partner not here. So your partner was her? Okay, so you're Colin and you're Tom. Okay, so now, who else partner is not here? Your partner is not here?
Oh, she not?
Okay, so you will pair with her. Okay, so you're Colin and you're Tom. Okay, so what I want you to do here is you get together with your partner, okay, and then, okay, the rule is here, and you guys are gonna engage in negotiation. Okay? Both of you, if you're Colin, you want to be better off, and you should not care about Tom, okay? And if you're Tom, you should be, get a pair off in a situation. And so both of you have this, goal in your head when you negotiate. Then if you guys, and finalize on a deal, then you let me know. You raise your hand, okay? If the deal is a valid one, which means that both people, do better after trading, then both of you get extra point from playing this game, okay? If any one of you, okay, go lower or stay on PPF, and both of you will lose a point from this game. Okay, we're gonna play a lot of games, this.
So do we have to stay in the limit of 10 for Colleen and then for Tom his, or like are we adding more things?
Say it again. I cannot.
Like Colleen has the 9 and the 1. Can we go above that? Like we're going above that? We have to stay in that limit of those numbers, or can we go like she can get 10 fish and whatever? Or
You're Colleen, right?
Mhm.
And you're Colleen. You have 9 fish.
so you have to work with that. What you have.
You have 9 fish. That's right.
Okay.
You're going to trade some of the fish for coconuts. That's the situation.
So how do you value that though? Like, is there a right or wrong answer?
There's a right. There are some price of the trade that will make the deal valid for both people. So there are rental prices that will make this trade happen. So which means both people will be happy at the end. And there are prices that make neither happy, and there are some prices that make one happy, the other one's not. Okay. Go ahead and practice. Through the practice, you learn. Okay? So go ahead, pair, get together with your partners. Yeah. Come on, Tom.
So I was thinking that maybe
we trade fish and coconut.
fish, and you give up 3 coconuts.
Yeah.
It's better off than we are.
Yeah.
That would put me at 4 and 6, and that would put you at 5 and 7.
So still,
Like I think
Colin only got 9 fish.
I just minus 3 fish, gave you 3 fish, and you minus 3 coconuts.
If you have a question while in negotiation, you can ask me.
I need coconuts and you need fish. Alright. To be completely honest, all I need is a boy. Well, if you give me, I can plant my coconuts and make coconuts.
we're both
And then I'll give you a boy fish and a girl fish and you can breed fish. I don't see what, so I taught you how to fish, you taught me how to,
Pretty much.
I brought you to the water, I can teach you how to do it.
Forget about this. I give you
I can show you how to do
And
it.
I need more coconuts, so I have to eat.
So we just trying to fish.
I guess that means for like every coconut I get 2 fish, right?
We're both.
like pretty much like
Yeah.
so like
I'll give you, for every fish you give, coconut you give me, I'll give you 2 fish.
You said I give you 3 fish for.
Why it's got 4 there?
So now,
point. So you either
I'll have, if I give you 4 fish, I'll have 3 coconuts.
Oh, okay.
not in.
And then I only have 5 fish.
Because each one of the apple is different.
we have to establish
6
what
Right now
coconuts.
you have 8
trade
fish.
that for. So like one coconut,
Yeah, I have.
2
But you need,
or
you want fish to
Yeah.
it's whatever.
You decide.
Yeah, I'm doing better. I'm doing something well.
Either way, you give us something away. Either way, you're better off. You're not better off with something because if I give you 4 fish, I only got 5 of them. But I got what, 3 coconuts.
How many fish you gonna give?
You really the only person getting the
We're
fish.
good.
You see?
Not even because you lose a coconut.
You want to do is, you want
I was just wondering how we're gonna be better off because either way, I'm gonna be short some coconuts. I'm gonna be short some fish. You gonna be short
you
some
want
coconuts.
to move your original point.
Fish now.
After feeding, you want to reach a point that is younger.
Fish.
If
If we did that.
Yeah, that was.
So I could give you 3 fish.
Either, right?
Not even 3 fish. I need
Okay, no problem.
Okay.
Okay.
2 fish.
You will
You give me 2 coconuts. And then that'll be 3 coconut, and then I can plant my
So right
coconuts,
now
make
you're at that
three
point.
coconut trees and have my own
You had one
coconuts.
that nine.
And then you can start breeding your
Most of
fish.
you want to
So you'll have 6 fish.
reach a point that. So just try and error. You know, just say, okay, I'll give you two coconuts.
Give me
Give
3
me
coconuts.
3 fish. Just try
And
it
that
out.
gives
See
me
what
2 coconuts to eat, 2 coconuts to eat. And then I'll have 9, I'll have 6 fish left, and that's still 3 pairs, boys and girls, and then I can start breeding fish. So I'm better off because I can breed my fish and plant my trees, and you can plant more of your trees. Because you'll have 5, you'll still have enough. And then now, instead of having 4 fish, you'll have 7. So now you have more pairs. You'll have 3 pairs plus 1. And
That's probably what I'm about to do.
you can breed your fish. No, because I'm really just, right now I'm just thinking outside the box. I'm talking about breeding fish and planting trees and shit. Because either way, somebody loses. Even the negotiation, how is it going to benefit? Unless I plant some trees and breed some fish.
we already have team figured it out. You know. If you have question, ask me. Have any question?
Okay, so how is anyone, like, if we're negotiating,
And you guys are frustrated, you know. Okay, you're Colin or okay, you're Tom. If you're Tom,
I know I want more fish.
yeah, you only have 8 coconuts, right? But you cannot survive on just coconut. You need more fish, right? So you're gonna give her some coconut and get some fish back. You have 9 fish, only 1 coconut. You need more coconut.
okay.
So you guys need to decide, okay, how many you gonna give him, how many fish for how many coconuts.
But in the same aspect, what I'm trying to get at is, if he's going to be losing coconuts, right?
He's gonna do, but he's gonna get more fish.
He's going to get more fish. Are these like, because my thing is, I'm looking long term.
No. Don't make it more complicated, okay?
Okay.
We just long term. Okay, we do not know the next day what is gonna happen, right?
Yeah, because I was like, if we
No.
can breed like
No.
trees.
That's not the point of this game. Don't worry about the future, about next year. Okay, just about right now. You want more coconuts, and he wants more fish.
You guys figure
right?
it out.
Okay, you're gonna trade. You want to get more coconut, he wants to get more fish, but you have to decide how many fish to trade for how many.
Okay.
Right.
Same thing.
Okay.
But you want
Okay.
to trade.
I think 2 fish per coconut.
But the goal is this: after trade, you want to reside at a point which is beyond your own PPF. You know what I'm saying? Where are you right now?
8 coconuts.
That point there, right? Where are you right now? At 9-1
1
there,
and 9.
right? You're right at that point. So after trade, you want to reside the point that is beyond. Then that means you, because what is a PPF? Anybody tell me what is a PPF? What's the meaning of PPF? It represents your capacity, your productivity.
Yeah.
So if you reside at a point that is beyond your PPF, this means you are better off. You reach a point that which you cannot do it by yourself.
Since we already like
You
have.
understand what I said?
It's not
Okay,
catching
so
on.
you want, after treating, you want to reach a point beyond your own PPF, you want to reach a point beyond your own PPF. If not, then it's not worth
Yeah, this is.
So you're next.
No.
Don't you make me even more frustrated than this one. How about you guys? You get something?
I can give you more. I got 9 coconuts.
Yeah, we don't know if it's right.
Let me see.
2
I
coconuts.
gave up.
Write it down.
I gave up.
I gave you. I was just about to say, I was about to say 3 fish. So you give me 2 coconuts, I give you 3 fish. Give me 4 coconuts, I'll give you 6 fish. Give me 3 fish, 5 coconuts.
Okay.
and then you got
who is your
I
colleague,
got
right?
10 fish and
After this trade,
Yeah, we both have.
10
I give
fish
you
with coconut.
4.5 coconuts.
And you don't really need
right?
coconut.
Okay, after
But then again, I lost because I'm out of fish, bro.
I give you 3.
you go beyond the PPF.
9.
do like
And then you get
If you
for every
cannot
two
go beyond the
fish,
PPF, that means
I get one coconut.
So you're saying to go beyond my PPF and do it over here.
7, you got
Okay. But doesn't he have to do the same thing?
yeah, he has
she makes the fish to the 6.
I give you 4.5 fish.
that's just now
Two, three,
you have to go to somewhere.
and then give you 3 and 7.
I think we should just go like 2 and 2. You give me 4 coconut, I give you 4
So not
fish.
inside. It
I
could
got
be
5
like
coconut with like 8 fish. And then you got 4 coconut. And I got
Figure right there,
Yeah.
What I was thinking like.
5 on the floor.
But if you think about it, I think we're just depending on each other now.
This is 10, right?
I need to be able to do yeah. But the,
Middle point. No, this is right.
Right there.
Yeah. So
5 is here,
Man.
5 is here. This is the point. 5, 4 is somewhere here, right? No, 5, 4 is somewhere here inside. So the chart has to be right. So you have to
so I have to have like a.
think about your trade-off. What you can do is one. If you do it yourself, you give up one fish.
Just give me the extra fish.
That's
I
your
tried.
So I just need to start with 1.
Let me finish, okay?
Okay.
So that's your capacity. If you give up one fish, you get one coconut. This you kind of trade off your production.
But it has to be.
But
Are
if
we
you
trying
want
to-
to, if you want to be better off,
I don't understand what you're talking
then
about.
when you give up
Everybody's losing
fish,
in the long run. But then again, it's don't think of the long run.
that is
I'm not thinking of the long run. If we get the long run out of head,
So,
we'll be able to figure this. I'm pretty sure this is like elementary.
Yeah. I don't know
Why
exactly.
is- okay. I want to see other good tips. How about you? All right. Have you guys been paying attention to me?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is easy.
I think
Okay. How?
because
Okay.
there's not like values on each thing, so it's like, how do you know?
If I put values, this is going to make the problem more complicated. Okay, and this is now the values. Okay, it's about PPF. When learning
certain age
PPF.
where I started.
Okay, very first thing you guys need to understand is what is PPF. Anybody tell me the meaning? We have been talking about PPF since for 2 courses, right? For 2 lectures. What is PPF really?
The production possibility frontier.
Use your own words. What is PPF really?
It shows efficiency.
It shows your capacity. What can you do on your own? If you don't understand PPF, there's no way you're going to solve this problem. It shows your capacity, your ability, your maximum of ability of production.
They just need to join together.
Tom can produce 80 or 42 or 04 or any other point. That's his capacity. That's his productivity. He cannot go beyond this point. See, understand this concept first before you play the game. If you understand this is his ability, then you will understand the game. Anybody have question about the meaning of PPF right now? This is your chance to ask me the question. If you're not understanding, ask me right now. I'm not going to move on until you understand this point here, PPF.
Okay, I have a question.
Sure.
So so basically this on the chart. You know what?
Come here. Yeah. You know, I like that because, she's engaged now.
Alright. So this whole triangle right here, all this area right here is my capacity.
Yes, which means any point within that triangle, you can do it.
you can produce that point
By yourself.
Hmm?
By yourself.
by yourself.
Okay, so if I can produce this by myself, okay, so where's this 10 coming from right here?
I gave you. I
Okay,
give
so
you
you
this
gave,
number. I give you this number.
okay, so you
So-
gave me those numbers and you want me to expand these horizons right here? Or do you want me to expand these ones?
No. Okay. This is your capacity.
Okay,
So the whole thing here. So basically, what determines your capacity is this number and this number here, right?
okay, so this is my maximum capacity.
This is the maximum amount of coconut you can produce,
Okay,
right? This is the maximum amount of fish. Put on the side, so I started here. It's okay. So this maximum number of coconut you can get, and this maximum number of fish you can get, right? Yes. So this is your capacity, and you can produce here, or you can produce here, or here, and here on your own, if you're colleague. That's right.
alrighty.
But okay, so the same thing for the Tom, right? Okay, so you don't need to trade with Tom to reach a point here, a point here, a point here, a point here. You don't need to trade to reach that point because you can do it on your
By
own.
yourself, yes.
Exactly. So why should you trade? You only want to trade if you can reach a point somewhere here where you cannot do it on your own. Then you will tell yourself it's worth trading. Because by trading, I can get to this point. Let's say this is like this. I'm going to just randomly pick a one, okay? What is this one? 10, 1. 10 coconut, 1 fish. It's located here, right? This is the point beyond your capacity. If after trading, you can reach this point, then you're happy. Because you reach a point to where you could not do it on your own. Okay, let me pick another point. Okay, there's too messy here, that's sorry. That's okay. I'm glad you come here, then I think everybody's engaged now. This is a 5 point, right? Everybody
You do that by
agree?
yourself, so that's not really a trade.
Exactly. But if I move to this point here, what is one? This is 5 and 6. If after trade, you can get 5 coconut and 6 fish total, then you are better off. Then you can do it yourself, right? Then you're happy. Then it is worth trading. Okay, is everyone listening to me right now?
Yep.
So that's what you want to do. At Colleen, you want to move from point, you're at here, right? You want to move here to anywhere above. Anywhere above. If you Tom, you want to move from this point anywhere above.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I get it. I thought we had to stay.
So
This
this
is-
is,
Yeah, okay.
I'm gonna give
Okay.
you 3 fish, you give me 4 coconut. That puts you at 4 and 7.
Got it?
You got it?
But like, if I try
Let me see.
down to
It's benefiting me because now I'm at 5, 6, 5 coconut, 5 coconuts and 6 fish, and then you're at 4 coconuts and 7 fish. We got it.
Okay, where do I get 6 from? Okay, I gave you. You want me at 6.
Oh, wait, we might have to demonstrate this.
And you gave me 4, which was my 5 out of the thing, and shoot, out of the
Don't look at me. Yourself will be happy with it.
No, we understood it. We just weren't sure on how to draw the graph. That cleared it up a whole lot.
Okay, so if I tell you you have decided, you have come up a correct way of exchange, what I want you to do next is have this 2 graph on your notes. Okay, have both graph on your notes, and draw the point where you are at after the trading, and show me why you are better off through this trade. So draw the graph after the trading.
Okay, so we're both better off.
Alright, bet.
So,
Good. So how many for how many?
I just took it all separate. Yeah, okay, I gave him 3.
Got it?
So, with me going up there, I'm not really sure about how to draw the graph, but I'm gonna give him 3 fish, he's gonna give me 4 coconuts. That puts him at 7 fish and 4 coconut, which is beyond his PPF. And then that puts me at 5 coconut and 6 fish, which is beyond mine.
What did it say?
Oh. I don't know how to draw this.
Make sure you draw the graph. Graphing is a very important part of economics. Okay, it helps you to think.
Maybe. Yeah. Okay, we just did it where they both reached. They both had 4.5 fish. We scratched that out.
Okay.
We're gonna
So-
we're gonna draw exactly what
Yeah.
this one's.
So you said that anywhere beyond this,
I'm gonna draw that, cause
beyond
you
this.
draw that,
Thursday.
that's basically already.
So can I put Tom at 3 fish and 8 or 6 coconuts? Can I do that?
Your time. So how many coconuts?
Is that hard?
Well, I'm just wondering what my cap is.
So, yeah.
So can I can't go above 8 and I can't go above 4 for fish. I don't have fish. Oh, I only have coconuts. Okay, alright. Yes. So, could Colleen move in now?
You're at here, Tom.
Yeah, I know.
You only have 8 coconuts, 0 fish.
Okay. But is, never mind. I get it now.
She has like a 4
Figure out.
Alright, bet.
And Colleen only had 9. Let's back up.
I'm literally my boyfriend's sitting in this class. I'm literally cute.
Okay, draw a graph, show the new
Above 4
locations.
fish to be happy. And you need
Do you want both of those to have it?
Yeah, draw both. Yeah, both of them.
above.
I think the majority of the team already got it. Just try it. Try it. Just say, okay. Just try it.
I have an app on my phone where it allows the app.
Yes.
It's still the same. It's still 8 and 0 and 9 and 1.
Oh, you have 8. So you have
You have to have
more than 2 fish.
to be happy.
I'm starting to get it though, like, I can tell, like, when I went up there, she told me that 10 and that 10 was your maximum
And they have one.
capacity of each. And that, yeah, I didn't get that either. I was like, where the fuck is this 10 coming from? And we supposed to just put it in this triangle. So, the maximum, cause it's the maximum capacity, is cause it's what you have already. You've done by
Not
yourself.
just you visualize, write down the number.
The most you can make is 10 coconut, well, you can have is 10 coconuts and then release. So when you get out of
Is there
it,
homework
basically
due
out of the
tonight?
box.
Alright,
Homework
so
due
you
tonight?
give me-
There is,
Yeah.
there's
what
one
you
due
do
tonight.
is-
That's for chapter 1. Yeah.
Okay.
I just need to give you some shit.
You just teach it.
You guys are talking.
You don't have.
I'm so far behind.
I think it's for this chapter.
Do not come back to this one.
She only gave you 4 years of work. Is it fair?
Yeah, and then, no, and then, I get it. How many shares of coconuts?
So you give her 4 fish, she give you 4. Find the new location, see whether she's better.
No, all you need to
See
give me
whether
is
you're
3.
better.
All you need to give me is 3 fish.
I need you help me out.
That'd be
But
too bad, right?
I give you just give me 3 fish for 4 coconuts. And that'll put me above this line here.
Alright.
Maybe I'm probably like
Most of the groups have got
above
it.
that line.
If you have got it,
I give you.
I want you
I
to
already gave
figure
you
out
2.
another price of exchange
Put you at
and make
5.
also make both of you
And
happy.
you have 6 fish left over.
In addition, the way you come up, figure out
That'll be
another
like
way,
right here.
Okay.
another
This is for
price.
another point.
Yeah, I just know.
We can figure that out.
Yeah.
I give her 4 coconuts.
Okay, do we-
5 coconuts.
I'll give you,
So
I'll give, how
that's
many,
right
how many
here.
coconuts I give you, man?
How many you got? 5?
3. So
I'll give you, no, you gave me 3 coconuts, 4 coconuts. You gave me 4 coconuts.
it'll just put you above the line.
Okay.
That's all you need to do.
I can give you-
You don't need to pull it up and beyond that. It's impossible. It's yeah.
I got it, Kiva, how would you, I gave you,
It would be
Now you got
impossible
4.
to get above this, like going
I
straight
can
up
give you back a
for
coconut.
both me and you. Either one of us will be above this.
No, you can never, well, no, well, I guess it's, I think,
You just need to find that happy medium, that line.
alright, so we'll just
Both,
hold it.
like just outside.
So how many fees?
I'll give you,
Understand?
Yeah, I get that. So how did you come up with the numbers? Did you just start to pick a number and just kind of?
I looked at the way the lines are.
to give you 8 fish, and you give me, I have 1 fish, I mean 1 coconut. You'll give me 1 coconut, and I'll be at 4
That's
Okay.
either he has 8
and
fish
5.
coconuts
Nope.
or he has
Because I
4
said
fish.
fish. I do
I think, I'm pretty sure.
If you give me a coconut, I'll be at 5.
So he definitely has 8 fish, 8 coconuts, so that doesn't count. 4 fish, or he either has 4 fish. Colleen is the same. So if
I can give you,
like I said,
since you already have 4,
coconuts.
put you outside your box with your fish.
So
You give me
right
1
here,
fish,
let's put you
I'll give
aside.
you 1 fish. You can give me,
Just talking about Sean right now. He gave me 3 fish. So that's below.
2
And then
coconuts.
when you
Now
actually
we have
graph it,
3.
we just come
8.
together outside of it. Like this.
I was trying to work.
Put me at 3, 8,
You have 5 coconuts, 6
7,
fish,
7.
ready for it. You'll have 6. Yours just
Alright, so let me draw this out real quick.
Okay, so.
Coconut, our maximum is 10 by myself. There's my fish.
You guys are not working together.
We're trying
Individually.
10 by myself.
Try out, you give him 3 fish for 4 coconuts, see whether that would work. You give 3 fish, you give her 4
What do you not yet? I just wanna see how she's getting.
Try it out. See what
Because I missed outside the box. When,
One baby knows.
yours.
I have 1 coconut.
It's right outside of Charlotte. 2.5.
And I have 9. You,
Okay, alright, let me collect some answers, okay? So some people tell me, any group come out with 2 fish for 3 coconuts? No? 3 fish for 4 coconuts, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you got 3 fish for 4 coconut. And what other ways?
5 coconuts and 4 fish.
4 fish for 5 coconuts. Okay, others? Others?
Are there other ones? I think we had some other ones, right?
We had six. Well, 3 fish for 1 coconut.
Actually, no.
We got 6 fish and 7 coconuts.
6 fish for 7 coconuts. What else? Look at, there's a pattern here. Right? If you follow this pattern, you should be able to come up with even more. Engage your thinking. What else? 5 fish. For what?
6 coconut.
6 coconut. What else?
8 fish. 9 coconut.
That wouldn't be an
Didn't do
advantage
that
if you go higher.
because he doesn't have 9 coconut.
Yeah, it's not advantage you going higher.
7
If
fish.
he gives up all his
7
coconuts,
fish?
it wouldn't be an advantage.
Yeah, it wouldn't be.
I can't hear you.
I said if he gives up all his coconuts, it wouldn't be an advantage anymore.
If I still cannot hear you.
If he gives up all of his coconuts, it would not be an advantage to him anymore. So you can't go higher, unless you, I mean, are we only doing numbers like whole numbers?
Well, our goal here is to reach beyond PPF. As long as you can reach beyond PPF, then we accept that as a worthwhile trade. So we could go into how many
7 and 8, I guess.
7 fish for 8 coconuts.
How am I benefiting?
What?
Just because it's higher than the PPF.
Oh, okay, I got it.
Okay. Okay, what else? What else? There are more.
Was it 2?
1 fish for 2 coconut.
9 fish for how many coconut? No, that wouldn't be, right?
2. Wait. No.
Okay, what about the other ones? There are more.
So 2 for 3?
Oh,
6.
1 fish for 2 coconuts.
6.
Okay, somebody said 1 fish for 2 coconut. Would that work?
No.
No, right? That's right. Okay, what else?
See when it gets outside this one.
The reason I list all possible ways because you're gonna start seeing the pattern. Because we're trying to determine the price of trade. How the trade price is determined? That's what we're trying to determine.
I get
What are the ways? Nobody else can give me another way of make this trade happen? How about this one? Three fish for 5 coconut. 4 fish for 7 coconut. 5 fish for 8 coconut. Would that work? And tell me why would that would work.
Why it would work?
First question, do they work?
Yes. It puts you outside of your PPE. I mean, I'm sorry.
You think this question use too much of your brain? We're gonna have more technical ones later. Okay, so all this are also valid for self-exchange. Why? So remember, they say if your Colin, you trade out is 1-to-1. If you give up 1 fish by yourself, you're gonna get 1 more coconut. So you want to, whenever you give up 3 fish, you want to get more than 3 fish. So as long as the number of coconut is greater than the number of fish, as a Colin, you're happy, right? Okay.
Now let's look at Tom's side. The Tom side, the trade-off is 1.5, right? So for one coconut, you can get, if you give up one coconut, you can get half fish. If you give up 2 coconut, you can get 1 fish, right? So if you getting the number of fish you're getting is more than the half of the coconut you are giving up, then you're happy. This 3 is bigger than the half of the 5, right? This 4 is bigger than half the 7, and this 5 is bigger than half of the 8.
So what about 2 and 5?
2 and 5, okay, let's try this. If you're Colleen, you're happy because you're getting more than 2 fishes, right? But if you're Tom, you're not. Because by giving up 5 coconuts by yourself, you could get 2.5 fish by yourself, but you're only getting 2, so you're not happy.
Okay.
At least have to be 3, right? So now we see a pattern in this price of exchange. Now let's define this. Let's say the price of exchange or the price of trade is equal to the number of coconut divided by the number of fish. Okay, that's the way we define it. The price of trade is equal to number of coconut divided by the number of fish. And if that's the definition of the trade, this number here. So here, the price of trade for this particular way, the price of trade will be 5/3. You guys see that? You follow me here? If you now ask me a question, do not let pass, then you accumulate a lot of unknowns later. That's how I define the price of trade. It's number of coconut divided by the number of fish, right? So in this, and the particular trading, 3 fish trade for 5 coconuts. So 5 divided by 3 will be the price of trade, right? Okay. So this is the number. This one is 7 divided by 4, and this one is 8 divided by 5, and this is 3 divided by 2, and so on and so forth, right? Okay. So if you look at this number, in order to make this trade happen, in order to make this a valid trade, and this number has to be greater than 1. Right? You guys see that? All this number here. It's greater than 1. Is this sticking with you? They are all greater than 1, right? Why they are greater than 1? Because if it's greater than 1, then you know Colleen is happy. Colleen get more coconuts than the fish they give up, right? So this will make Colleen willing to trade. Colleen. So that's the condition for Colleen to trade. Its price of trade has to be greater than 1. And also, you take a look at this number. All this number.
I have a question.
Yes.
If Colleen's terms of trading is her price of trade must be greater than 1, does that mean that Tom's price of trade must be greater than 2?
A good question. That's what I'm going to say right now. Okay. That's what I'm going to say right now. Okay. So that's one thing you observe is this has to be greater than 1. And another thing you observe is what? Look at this number. They all are smaller than something, right? Smaller than what? Smaller than 2. When it's smaller than 2, then for Tom, he knows he's going to get more than half of the stuff, more than half of the coconuts. For example, the 5 coconuts, he's going to get more than half of the, more than 2.5 of the fish back. So by having this condition, we guarantee that Tom is willing to trade.
So that means like for Tom it has to be greater than 1 but smaller than 2?
No, for Tom, it has to be less than 2.
He has to give.
For Tom, this price of trade has to be less than 2. For Colleen, has to be greater than 1. But we want both people are willing to trade, right? So what is the condition? Combining these two, what's the condition?
1/2.
The price of trade has to
Be 1 to 2.
between 1 and 2. Okay, so now we can erase all this stuff and we can make a summary. The price of trade. First you have to define, okay? You have to define the price of trade as the number of the goods on the vertical axis divided by the number of goods on the horizontal axis. Okay? After you define this, then the price of the trade, in order to make this deal happen, the price of trade has to be in a range. There is an upper limit and there is a lower limit. Okay, so how do we find this upper limit? How do we find its lower limit? Anybody has this idea? How do we find this upper and lower limit?
Is it the slopes?
The slopes, great. If you look at the slope of this, the slope is -1. This slope here is -2, right? Okay, so in the future, you don't need to go through those kind of guessing, those process anymore. You just take a look at the slope of the PPF, take the absolute value of the slope. Then if the price of trade is between the absolute value of the slope, then the deal will come through. So there's many ways, many prices will make this transaction happen. Did everyone get it? Okay, when you have a quiz question, I'm going to give you this number and this number. The first thing I'm going to ask you is draw the PPF. The second thing I'm going to ask you is how these two people should specialize. Then the third question is what's the price of exchange that will make the trade happen? Just like what we did in the last class. So in this two people economy, what we have learned is first, specialization. How should they specialize? Now after we've done the specialization, and I show you how should they trade, and how do we determine the price of trade. This stuff may not be very easy for some of you. But if you keep working, practicing, there's some homework questions, keep practicing, you will get more and more comfortable with it. And also we have a tutor, utilize it. I noticed some of you really did not understand my previous lecture, but you just let it pass, let it go. Do not do that, because if you accumulate enough stuff you don't understand, then you're in trouble in the midterm one. Do not let it go. We have a tutor, we pay a tutor to be there to help you. And I'm there in my office. Come to me. Understand this stuff and nail down this stuff. Do not just say it is okay for me to not understand. It is not okay, because you're going to suffer. In the midterm 1, midterm 2, and then in the final. I want every one of you pass this class at least, but you have to participate. You have to willing to work with me and work with tutor, put extra. This course is never known as a hard course. It's never. Okay, if you're willing to work, you'll get it. But you have to have the willingness to get it. You have to have that determination. Alright, so, and I already signed homework 2, which is chapter 2, chapter 2 homework, and you can start working on it. There's a lot of practice of this. Okay, so next thing we're going to talk about.
Yeah, that's fine.
Did everybody write this down?
We can just get it.
So after all this calculation, you can relax a little bit because for the rest of you lectures, I'm going to ask you to watch a documentary, okay? And this is very educational documentary and also fun. It's called The Battle of the Ideas. The Battle of the Ideas. That's the ideas. And so basically, what I'm going to introduce you is 2 schools of economic thought. One school is on big government. The other school is on small government, free market. And I'm going to show you the history of the development of these 2 schools of economic thoughts. Okay, so you're going to see a lot of politicians and a lot of economists in this documentary. Show some of them their life and show some of their work, and it's really a fun and education, documentary. So it's going to take us probably at least a whole week of the lecture time to finish that. And I want you to pay attention to the documentary because I will ask a few questions on the first quiz on that documentary, about that documentary. And also, if you want to watch it by yourself, you can check out from the library. The library, the DVD collection has this. It's called Commanding Heights. Commanding Heights. Then this is episode 1, the Battle of the Ideas. Okay, and it's really, really fun. And every time I show the students, love it. Okay, if you don't love it, I'll be very surprised. Okay, so we have just a couple more minutes here. So the end of this last chapter talk about economic system. That's why I bring this documentary to the class. So basically, we have 2 different economic systems. One is central planning, and the planned economy. And planned economy is government decides what price to charge and what goods to produce and everything, and that is central planning. And the other economic system is what we call laissez-faire, which is a free market economy, which means we let the market to decide what to produce and what is the price of each good. So basically, we categorize the whole economic system into these 2. One is central planning, and the other one is free market. And these 2 extremes. Okay, in central planning, and there is no market. Okay, and mechanism in the market does not come into play at all in central planning. And we had that in China, 40 years ago, 30, 40 years ago. Basically government decide everything. Okay, you produce steel and you produce food, and the price is determined by the government. Okay, but still in a few countries, and there's some central planning. But then we have the other extreme of market structure, the free market. Free market is market decide everything. Okay, market you will use the price is a signal. Price is used as a coordinating mechanism to decide what is produced and how much is charged. And so that is a free market system. But what do you think about the American economic system? It's not a really hard question, guys. Which one we belong to? Oh, neither.
What's the question?
Do we belong to central planning?
Oh, no.
I feel like each of them has their pros and cons.
Yes. So do we totally believe to belong to free market?
Free market means like no government
Intervention
interaction.
at all?
But actually, we do have free market, but we have government intervention as well, right? We have regulations, right? So what we have is called a mixed economy. You know, we have the mixed economic system. We have some, you know, we have a lot of free market, but we do have government intervention. For example, tariff. Tax system is government intervention. Government intervene in the market, you know. And the tax influence a great deal of consumer surplus, producer surplus, and also society's allocation of the societal resources, you know, has a lot. So the tax is one very direct way how government intervene in the market. We're going to talk about the tax later on. So what we have is mixed market economic system. Okay, so all right. So from the next lecture, we're going to start watching this and taking some notes. Please sign your name here.
Thank you.